Yeah, it's Bert. Wagwan. I just got back from the gym and I just remembered I should do a video because somebody close to me reached out to me this morning and he was explaining to me that he had a little struggle with quitting marijuana, quitting the weed. Yeah. And that's something I quit a few months back, so I figure why not give him some advice while also explaining it on this channel, because I know a lot of you guys struggle with the same issues. Most of you don't even have somebody to go to and talk about this issue with, so maybe I could help. So go back, say August. I was off from my job for about, I want to say, a month or so. So I had a lot of free time on my hands. I used to smoke weed at the end of the day, just like everybody normally does, right? Go to my work. I don't really work that hard, honestly. I come back home. I chill out. I play a couple of video games. I like FIFA, Call of Duty. Elden Ring was my favorite. And I just light up a blunt and I just smoke and chill there and play it. A few weeks into that, my money was running low, so I decided to quit weed. I quit weed before, but man, this time was so hard. It was literally, I'd say I quit today, and then by the end of the day, I'm over here scrounging, scraping my grinder and everything to find weed just so I could get that one hit. Damn, this is a bit emotional for me. But this is something I struggled with in college. I went to college freshman year. A few friends invited me to the woods. We went over there. It was 3 girls, 3 guys. We all went into the woods and we just smoked around the campfire and we chilled, if you get what I'm saying. But that's when it started for me. That first time I smoked weed, it was unlike anything else I've ever done. It was shit. My mind was just so it was just, I couldn't explain the feeling, dude. I never remembered a problem. Everything was just so funny. Everything was just it made me feel so good just to talking. Fast forward, I got addicted to weed, obviously. Smoked. I did good in classes. I was naturally a good student because I enjoyed what I was doing in school, but definitely could have done way better if I didn't smoke. Even when I had soccer practice, I would smoke before soccer practice and after soccer practice. Everybody was smoking their bongs in their car right before they go on the field. We did club soccer, so we didn't get tested. It was so crazy, man. Looking back now, it's I can't even believe I was like that, man. So I know a lot of you guys are struggling with weed. There's stuff that you want to do that maybe you're not getting to, or maybe you're feeling the effect that it has on you. It makes you lazy. It makes you less accountable. It makes you not follow through with what you say you're going to do, pretty much. So me quitting weed over the last few months was probably around the 4th or 5th time I've tried to quit weed. But this time I actually I was going to follow through with it regardless, because I had time off from work, as I said, and I was running low on money. So I decided I was just going to go a little bit harder in the gym and just try to remove weed from my mind, essentially. So some of the tips I used to quit weed was that last day, right before I decided to quit. I remember it because it was so crazy. Oh my gosh, dude, I smoked so much weed. I smoked to the point where I was almost sick. When you smoke so much, you feel if you take one more hit, you're just gonna your eyes are just gonna black out and you're just gonna pass out or something, man. That's what I did. I smoked so much weed that day, man. The next day I woke up, I felt so weird. That's when I looked myself in the mirror in the bathroom that morning when I was brushing my teeth, and I was I never want to feel this feeling again. Never. I want to be more accountable in my own life, So I quit weed. Cold turkey. Man, I didn't have an appetite for days. Day 1, it wasn't that bad. I just had a little struggle going to sleep. But back then I was playing video games still, so I just played video game until I was too tired to even stay awake. And then I fell asleep eventually around 3, 4 o'clock. The second day, oh man, that's when I realized I didn't have an appetite, dude. I would go to the gym. I would literally wake up in the morning sometimes. No matter what I did, even if I went to go play soccer and came back, I could not keep my food down. Whatever the hell I tried to eat, either it wouldn't my body just wouldn't let me eat it, or like when I force eat it, like I would like immediately throw it back up like an hour later or something. Like it messed me up, man. It messed me the hell up. Like I literally lost gains. Like I was like 157 at that point, and like for the next 4 or 5 days I couldn't eat anything, and like I literally went down to 147, dude. I lost 10 pounds. Because me, I'm naturally like 150, 152, but like I'm trying to put on muscle, so like I've been eating like a surplus of calories for like a while. And man, I literally lost my gains. So I was, at that moment, I was like, shit, like, is it even worth it quitting weed? Should I just like smoke just so I could have an appetite? But you know what that was, right? That was my mind trying to trick me into smoking again, because the dopamine receptors are so like used to getting that hit from the weed. After a few days, I want to say like a week. Yeah, about a week or so, my appetite came back. I was able to start eating food again, and it tasted so good, man. Like, I started reading books. Like, I started writing in a journal at that point. That's when I had my journal. The first day of my journal was around, I want to say, either August 27th or something around that. But, like, it wasn't during that week. That's when I got my journal officially. I started writing my thoughts down, like... I started writing my thoughts down, and as I started writing my thoughts down, like, as the weeks went by, and I, like, kept steadfast, as I'm not gonna smoke weed, I'm not gonna smoke weed. Like, there were hard times that literally came over me, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do this. Like, whenever I had that, like, searing urge to smoke weed, dude, I would literally just, like, get up and go to the gym, even if I went already that morning. So I ended up going to the gym sometimes twice a day, you know what I mean? Sometimes 3 times a day just to shoot basketball or whatever, just literally get out of the house and, like, not be around the environment to where I feel bored, to where I need to smoke. Because, like, it's not really the fact that you want to smoke. It's the things in your life that you're trying to run from. You don't want to face, like, the things you have to do, the hard things. That's why you go and smoke, really. So I started going to the gym, like, even more intense than I was before. I used to do, like, full body sessions 5 days a week. And I started doing, like, 10 sessions sometimes. Like, literally, I was just up in the gym, man. I was just up in the gym, bro. Like, just trying to, like, not be tempted. I was writing in my journal. I even started, like, watching TV. You know what I mean? I used to just play video games. I didn't even have the motivation to play video games anymore. I just started watching TV. Eventually, like, the urge to smoke went away. And then that's when I realized, yo, I have so much free time on my hands. I couldn't just play video games. I couldn't even just watch TV anymore. It faced me to look in the eye of everything that I was hiding from pretty much in my life. So I decided I was going to make a YouTube channel. I wanted to make a YouTube channel like 3 years ago, dude, and I didn't do it. I was smoking at the time, though, so you could tell, like, I wasn't following up on, like, a lot of shit I said I wanted to do. I just wanted to party, have a good time, and, I guess, smoke weed. It's crazy, man, because nowadays I see, like, weed getting legal everywhere, and it's like they're pushing it on young men, and it's like, damn, that is exactly what we don't need, because a lot of us, we feel uncomfortable, and we need to feel uncomfortable, because that's what gives us the motivation to pretty much, like, want better in our lives. When you feel uncomfortable, you take action, right? You're not just going to sit there and be uncomfortable and be like, oh, I hate where my life is, and not do anything about it. You're going to actually take action. So I started, like, just taking action in my life. Everything that I wanted to do, I started to do. I realized that I pretty much stopped taking shit from people. Like, so whenever, like, I disagree with something, I literally look them in the eye and be like, nope. I could say no, and, like, it'd be like I really meant what I was saying. I started getting my motivation back, like, slowly and surely, as I write in my journal daily and go to the gym and start eating healthy again and start going to bed on time, because I don't have to smoke to go to bed now, and I don't have to smoke to eat now. You know what I mean? I don't even have to smoke to socialize, so I found myself being more sociable, like, even just going out into the world. Like, my eyes were more open. People, like, saw me more. They're like, oh, how you doing, man? Even in the gym, I made so many new friends. Like, I was going to the gym for a year, dude, and I literally would not talk to anybody. I would just smoke my weed, go to the gym, and put my headphones on, listen to a podcast or whatever YouTube show I was listening to, and just laugh my ass off, or, like, just listen to music, get in my zone, you know? That's no way to live, young man. We must be working on our lives daily. especially when we're young. I'm 26, dude. Like, you know what I mean? I have like so much testosterone. Like, I'm literally like a Ferrari without directions. Like, just put a Ferrari on the road and press the gas pedal and rip the steering wheel out. That's pretty much what a young man is. You guys have so much energy. But when you smoke the weed, it's like somebody took the gas out of your tank. You don't want to do anything. You don't even want to take action. You're just content. And I realize that, society does want us to be weak, because when you're weak, you're more of a consumer. You don't say no as much, You can't stand up when they're actually taking your rights away from you. You guys want to be able to stand up and fight back at anything that's taking advantage of you. You have to make yourself stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally. Like, I want to have a family in like 4 or 5 years. And that's why I'm grinding my ass off right now. If I kept on smoking, like, I would be just content being mediocre. Years and years of that bad habit would have made me not get to the dream body I want, not get to the financial goals I want, and like obviously not get the family I want. I know this is a hard thing for a lot of you guys to quit, or even come to grips to, that you need to quit, but just try quitting for a week or so and see how you feel. You're going to want to take action in your life. You're going to want to do better in your life. You're going to want to see changes in your life. And I want you to see that for yourself, because I can't live your life for you. Nobody was there to tell me, oh, Nick, get up and go to the gym. Oh, Nick, get up and go, like, make changes in your life. You know what I mean? Oh, Nick, get up and learn a trade. It's going to be useful for you in the future. Like, nobody's going to be there to tell me that. Now I'm in a way better place. And it's only like, what is it, September, October, like almost 3 months now. Damn. Like, I stopped looking at like nudity type content on media, like even on Instagram and shit like that. I haven't had Instagram for a while now. Like, whenever I'm like, say I'm scrolling on Twitter and I see some nudity, like, I just literally unfollow that person, or like I block that type of content. You know what I mean? I want to see the world in a positive light. That's why I tell you guys to quit porn and quit weed, and like just take action by going to the gym, or like start reading. Just start taking care of yourself, man. All of these things, I have a lisp, but all these things could serve as like a cornerstone in your life for you to build off of. I built off of going to the gym a couple of years ago. It eventually led to me like quitting weed. You know what I mean? And now, like, I'm building the blocks for my future, and I can see it. Like, I can see the fruits of my hard labor. I'm able to work 65 hours a week. I have like one job that's my main job. That's what I intend to stay with for life. My trade, electric work. I want to be a master electrician. I know it'll make me rich. I have a second job. I work at this pizza shop called Pontilio's. I love it because like I used to work like as a pretty much a line cook in college, so it's something I have experience with. And this job is like, it's chill. So like as soon as I finish my day at the trade school, then I go there. It's like, oh, I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? I want you guys to want better for yourself, man. Do better for yourself. You're young. You have the energy, trust me. Because if I could go to work at 6 in the morning, you know what I mean, come back home at 10 at night, and still manage to get an hour workout in 5 days of the week, and on the weekends even more, because I have weekends off. And I'm over here pumping these videos out. I'm pretty sure you see how frequently I'm pumping these videos out for you guys. I just can't keep all this information for myself, because I know there was a time when I needed this information. You can take action for yourself. Get yourself a journal so you can write down your thoughts. Like, just keep track of your thoughts. Once you're able to look at your thoughts and see exactly what your goals are, you'll have pretty much like a steel trap of a mind that nothing will be able to infiltrate. Nobody could take away this motivation I have for myself now, because I know it comes from a deeper place. I want a family in the future. I want to be the leader and the patriarch of my family in the future. I want a feminine woman in my future, you know? And to have all these things, there's a lot of foundations that I have to like make in myself stronger. I need to have more patience. I need to be stronger to be able to protect my family physically. I need to have the financial freedom so we can do whatever the hell we want to do. If we need to get off the grid and go buy a house somewhere in some mountains and plant our food, I want to be able to do that. You know? I don't want to get off on a tirade, but just take care of yourself, young man. I know it seems dark and like nobody is there to help you, but you're going to have to take over the world someday. All these old people are going to die, and it'll fall on our shoulders. Stop improving your characters in the game and improve your characters in real life. Stay safe. And most importantly, keep improving. Perp out.
You know I got a session, yeah, I'm posted in the studio, you know I got it. Tell me I do anything I put my mind. Tell me I do anything up on my grind. Tell me I do anything to waste my time. Tell me I do anything, I'm one of a kind. Tell me I do anything if I put my mind. Tell me I do anything if I'm up on my grind. Tell me I do anything if I don't waste my time, yeah. Tell me I do anything, I'm one of a kind.